Welcome in. Hi, please read the pin message. No free readings. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Donations are open. It's going to be a short live. Hi, Jay. How are you? Yeah, same for me. I was real busy today with clients. So, yeah, I was a little tired. That's really good, IJ. Yo, that's funny. I was just about to text you. That makes sense, IJ, but I'm gonna tell you, and again, not trying to be limiting, but I did that before, and I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I just feel like affirming is you're supposed to affirm until you receive your what you're having. Now, if you felt comfortable today with taking a break, but I I'm trying to make this so that it doesn't sound limiting. Um, I say do what works for you. I mean, do what works for you is where I'm gonna keep it there. I don't teach that only because I've done it, and I'm gonna be honest, I came right back to like affirming. So I would just say, like, for me, like what I learned, that affirming is what creates. That's where I would say. But again, that's just my belief. That's how what I've known to work for me. And that's with trying, like, just claiming it as yours and not affirming. I went back to like where I what I what has worked for me. But if you're getting results from just doing that, then by all means, then do it like that. And that's only because that's what how I was taught. That's what I've gotten results from, and it's also scientifically proven. So even if you, because we do have our logical mind, but there are a lot of people who say they just basically claim it and they receive it. Because for me, I affirm, but I already know it's mine. Like I don't affirm in a, I guess, because I don't affirm in a way where it's like I'm trying to get something. I more so affirm with the knowing that it's already mine, if that makes sense. Just you could post a question. All right, Moon Goddess, you'll be right after Jazz. I'm done reading for Jazz. Especially. Works for you, y'all. Oh, all right, we back. We back. Can you guys hear me? All right, you guys can hear me. All right, I can hear myself. Yeah, I don't know where it cut off, but I was saying, you guys do what works for you. If you're getting your end goal, this is what I say. If you're getting your end goal, like your ending, then do it how it works for you. I'm just saying, I don't teach that because what I've learned from my own experience from trying different things that we just, we go back. Everybody, even a lot of the, and I'm telling you, I just can tell you, I research a lot of people, even the people that claim it, they still affirm. They don't say it like that, but then as you watch their videos, you'll start to see little things where it's like, yeah, well, you know, I still affirm and like, stuff like that. But I feel like, to me, my sister claims stuff and she still gets them, you know. It may take her a little longer, but she still gets what she claims. So I feel like whatever you have, whatever belief you have towards it, then that's that. I just don't teach that because it didn't work for me. But you still claim it regardless. If you're I feel like with affirming, it's just like, to me, what I learned is like it's scientifically proven that the more you repeat something, it opens up a new neural pathway. But also with affirming, the more you say that, you know what it is. I think that there's some things that you can just claim, and then there's some things that you do have to put a little more effort on. That's where I was saying, because there's sometimes where you could just affirm one thing. You could just, there's a lot of shit that we manifest with by just saying it one time, right? Um, but then there's things that we do have resistance in, whether it's like money, whether it's like relationships, I feel like those are the most common ones. It's like money, relationships. Some people have career stuff. So I would say like, how I would say is like, if you know that for a fact there's no resistance, like you are good, right? Like this is something that you have like no doubts about, like on any given day, then that's where I feel like claiming it as already done. First of all, you should claim it as already, regardless of how, regardless of what it is. When you're, people say manifesting, they think it's like where you're trying to get something. Where manifesting for me is just you're claiming something. And I feel there's this lady that I used to watch, and I used to love watching her. But she, she was big on that too, because she's like, you guys have made manifesting like such a negative word when it's not. Like, you making it like it's what you decide it is, right? So, um, there's things that for me, like I can, like just say it one time and it happens. But there's things that you have resistance on. So that's what I would say. I would say like use different, use whatever works for you. That's what I would say. We'll use whatever works for you. Like I said, I don't want to be limiting towards anyone, because it's your belief in it. And like I said, if you feel like it is like that you already claimed it, but you should already, creation is finished. When you have a desire, when you desire something, you don't desire it because it's just, it came from out of nowhere. Is you're desiring it because because creation is already finished. Let me see, Just. Grab and shuffling, nothing is coming out for you. Hold on. General reading for Just. Like, what does she need to know? General reading. I've been shuffling, nothing's coming out. Just stand in your power. Like I always tell you guys are the ones that are creating. So you decide what works for you, what doesn't. I feel like there are certain things that I don't do too much anymore either. Like, or I would say like I used to feel like a few months ago. That's only because I was more in anxiety though too. Where I was like, oh my God, did I affirm enough today? Or like, and then I was like, no, like I did more than enough. Like, I'm not gonna question myself. I did more than enough. And as long as your thoughts are in check, like that's what really matters too. Like that mental diet. Like if your mental diet is in check, and like you really are like in that energy where it's like this is what it is, then you're fucking good. Is mental The mental diet is, I feel like, is one of the most important things in manifestation. Is, well, I would say it probably is the most important thing, because you could affirm, you could do whatever, like anything. If your mental diet is shitty, or you're having doubts, you're constantly checking, it's, you're questioning it. Oh my God, general reading for Jess. General reading. All right, you have the star. Okay, we've got a card out. The Ace of Pentacles. Yo, today I got some clarity on some stuff for myself. Like, that I was like, yo, remember, I texted you just about that whole thing, and then I was like, yo, there was some other stuff too, because um um there was like the some stuff has showed up for me, like in readings recently. And at first I was like taking it not in a negative way, but I was like, oh man, like I don't want that person to think that. But you know what? That's that self-confidence. I was like, oh, no wonder. Today, I don't know why it clicked. I was like, oh my God, that's my self-confidence. I mean, my self-concept, not confidence, the self-concept. And I worked really hard. I'm not really hard on that, but that's something that I definitely work on. All right, Jess, you have the star, the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. I feel like this has to do with your Etsy shop. Like, I don't know if you're manifesting anything with the Etsy shop, or like when it comes to finances, but like you're getting exactly what you want. There's like new opportunity here. There's like new growth. There's there's like I see like evolving, and you're creating more, like you're creating more avenue Does that make sense? Like more revenue, not avenue, revenue. You're creating more, like um, you're attracting more clientele. So like, what I'm all right, that you're getting a lot of, so you're getting like your consistent people are gonna be showing up even more. But then I also feel like you're getting new customers. So like your consistent people, they're showing up even more. But then you're also getting new customers. Wait, let me see. I agree. That's the big part I'm learning to get past, even with affirming. Actually, affirming. Sorry, I'm creating, and that's the mental diet thing. Yeah, mental dieting is the most important thing because there's the thing you could affirm 5 hours out of the day, but if like you're spending 10 hours thinking the worst case scenarios, constantly checking, wondering, doubting, um, having those negative conversations, the contradicting affirmation, like that all just kind of like it just basically deleted what you just the affirming that you did. That's why at one point I had stopped kind of like focusing on a certain manifestation only because my mental diet on it was so terrible that I was like, I'm I need to get this shit in order first. Um, Just you have the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. You got a lot of. Let me see. I've been getting more than I usually have been. It just recently I was like, I'm gonna put some more focus on this. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy because I was just one of my friends asked me about my Etsy shop, and I was like, you know what? Like I'm like it's been steady, but I was that I do want to put more stuff up there. Like I'm creating like courses where people could just like like they could just do them on their own. Um, with like manifestation and also with like because like I eventually I don't mind doing tarot. I love doing tarot. I don't mind doing it at all. I will still do it, but I don't want it to be. I want the tarot part of this to be more like where my Etsy shop is at, and then kind of like more pick up more on like my manifestation stuff and like mindset shifting and stuff like that. Um, Show me more pictures. Okay, you said manifesting wise and 3D. Yeah. That makes sense. Just and what we always say, like what you persist on is you know what you'll have or see. Um, Hi everyone that's in here, guys. Just a reminder, I will be closing the list soon. All right, the Nine of Cups. All right, cool. So what I'm getting to, I feel like you're gonna have some options coming in when it comes to the Seven of Cups. I feel like this could be like I feel like this is thinking like because all right, let me go back. I forgot the Hierophant. The Hierophant, I'm seeing like long term with your Etsy shop. So like I see long term growth. So I feel like you could be like focusing on your Etsy shop for like a while, like literally like being committed to it, like it growing, it just like keeping you busy enough where you're literally making probably even more money than you thought that you're gonna make. This could become like a full-time job is what I'm getting. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like the more like you're focused on this, like the more ideas you're gonna get. Because the Seven of Cups, that's what it tells me. Like there's gonna be more ideas coming towards you. Like you're just gonna be like, and there could be some that you be like, that didn't work out. That's fine though. Like I feel like you're gonna be putting some like different things out there, and maybe some won't sell at all, or like you're gonna be like, yeah, there's no growth here, so you kind of just let it be. But with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot of progress. So you may be a little stuck in your head when it comes to like ideas, but yeah, I just clarified with the Four Swords in the reverse. But you're gonna get out of that like stagnant energy or like the thinking. You have the Queen of Swords here, so I'm seeing you being very like getting very clear on what you want, like just for yourself is what I'm getting. Like being more clear with yourself, being more direct with yourself too, like being more honest with yourself. And I'm also seeing you being more see you just talking to a lot of people, like interacting a lot. So get ready for that. Um, then you have the King of Cups, the World, the Four Cups, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is him coming towards you, and I feel like he's like letting go of the worry. Like he's letting go of the worry, letting go of the anxiety. Look, he's coming to you. You got the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles, the nine, the number 9 of cups, and I thought I said knight, and the Knight of Pentacles. So he's like letting go of the burdens of things that have held y'all back, worries, anxiety, and coming towards you with an offer. um yeah, look, you got this, the 10 of cups with the sun. So I feel like coming up, just you're gonna have a lot of things like just flourishing. Like I feel like now you may balance out your not, I don't want to say your energy, but like you may balance things out by like now focusing, having like a certain focus on your Etsy shop. It's gonna, like, I don't want to say take away from him, but it's also gonna be like where you're gonna be feeling more confident. And this is probably why what you told me earlier happened, because that was such a random thing to like for you to think, because that's nowhere near where he's at. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, like you're gonna feel more confident enough to where you're like, all right, I did what I had to do when it comes to like him, right? Like let's just say you have your routine, you do it like 3 times a day. Well, you're gonna be feeling more, or let's say right now you're doing your routine 5 times a day. This, I'm just using an example. You're gonna be okay if you narrow it down to 3 times a day, because now your focus is gonna be also on your shop. And I feel like that's kind of like tipping the scale in a way where like more confidence is there. Okay. More confidence is there. To me, I feel like the more, I'm not gonna say the more confident you are, the better, but I mean, I do feel like once you're like in that energy where you're so confident that you have no, I mean, we're always gonna have doubts. We're human, so even when you're with your person, you're gonna have doubts. But you're gonna feel like, again, like so confident that it's like, no, I've already done enough. Like I did enough today. I gotta also, focus on other things too. So that's what I'm getting. Even I was, yeah, that's what I was like. Yo, I meant to comment on that. I forgot, but that was just so random to have that thought. But again, we're humans. Hi, Gypsy. How are you? All right, Moon Goddess, it is your turn. All right, let me grab that back. Oh, my back. I was just telling um I was just telling my sister. I was like, yo, I've been um like I'm confident in my manifestation powers. That's one thing I know. Like I'm real confident on that. But I was like, you know what? I am gonna like, I'm gonna put a little more focus on that, on my power affirmations, so I can feel even more powerful. Then when I fucking blink, $1 billion show up in my bank. How do you do her? How does GK see the Cancer? You moon goddess. How does moon goddess? Breathtaking. Love of my life. I feel like he sees you as a real good potential for a long-term relationship. Dreaming. Extremely gorgeous, desirable. Ooh, he is like really attracted to you. Outspoken. Guys, please read the pin message. Magnetic, gracious, sensual. Yeah, he's like really sexually attracted. Juicy lips. Affectionate, life-changing, and courageous, and sexy. Oh wait, and heartwarming. Was stuck with sexy. So that is what I have for your messages, Moon Goddess. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Like, there are certain little things that I want to focus on a little more. Well, that I've always, well, you know, I've always done power affirmations for like, ever since I learned about like manifesting. I've always done power affirmations. Um, so yeah, I was like, I just want to like, I almost want to like not hyper focus on it, but like really like create like that power. Thank you, IJ. Mmm. He's your homeboy. Oh shit. Alright, let's see. You're gonorrhea. Same. Alright, let's see. feel about Moon Goddess? How long have y'all been friends? I feel like he's liked you for a really long time. Girl, a really long time. And I have the Five of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles, and I feel like, girl, the Page of Swords is clarifying the Five of Cups. He's been observing for a long time. And I feel like he just, I feel like he has regrets of maybe not pursuing you sooner. Close to a year. So he's liked you since he's met you. Because honestly, to me, this feels like, I thought you were going to tell me like 10 years. I'm not even going to lie. So maybe that's how he feels about you. Like he's known you forever. Yeah, I feel like he, when he views you, or like how he sees it, like, he just feels like you're very familiar, like home, like he's known you since forever. Um, you have the Death card with the Judgment card. I want to say that, like, girl, I feel like he views. Give me one more for this Judgment. How do you? What's your feelings? He's like a little afraid. So I have the Death card, the Judgment, and the Sorcerer. So right now he's a little afraid that he fucked things up with you. Um, he doesn't want you to feel uncomfortable. So he's like in this energy of like, shit, did I do the right thing? Like by telling her. Um, Show me more. How do you see her? Well, the Ten of Pentacles is here, by the way. So to me, this is again like a card of marriage, family, long term. Um, how do you feel about her? How do you, girl, girl, you got the Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords with the freaking Ten of Cups. When I tell you that this guy views you as, like, it's not just sexual attraction. That's there and it's very like heavy, but heavy in a good way. But I'm also getting like he's clear on his romantic feelings for you. Like I feel like this could be too where I feel like he's always had like that attraction, and with the Two of Swords like he was like unsure. But with the Ace of Swords, like clarity has come in. Like there's a breakthrough that happened here. He's hoping for a breakthrough where you guys can see each other like on a more romantic level. And I feel like in his mind, again, he's been feeling like this for a while. The Seven of Swords for me feels again like someone knowing, that's been knowing, and they just have been treading lightly on saying something. He also views you as someone that's very fun. Like he feels like you're very fun. He can get along with you. Like he likes the bond that you guys have. I feel like he enjoys you. He may feel like you're like funny, like outgoing, but also very intelligent. What is the outcome here? What does he want? What is his intentions? You got the Emperor, the Star, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Girl, his intentions are like for something long term. I feel like he will move at your pace. So what I'm getting here is like I want this, I really do, but I will still move at her pace as long as like, you know, like he won't overstep boundaries is what I'm getting. Yeah, like the Empress here. I'm getting again like that marriage card with the Hierophant and the fucking Ace of Cups. You can't even make this up. I feel like he has very strong romantic feelings for you. I think that maybe he felt like he wasn't sure, and maybe that's why he didn't say anything before. But again, you show up for him like someone he's known forever. Like Yeah, like you guys known each other for years and years and years and years. So there's a lot of comfort there. But yeah, he's looking at you as potential for like a commitment. So that's what I have for you, my love. Ooh, my side hurt. You're welcome. And thank you. Alright, IJ, you got a channel. So let's do that. Y'all, today my day flew. Like, it is crazy to me. Like, it wasn't like a hectic day. I mean, I was busy. But I feel like by the time I was done and like really sat down, it was like 6 o'clock. I wanted to come on a little earlier, but I had to do a private. I had to do two privates. I'm gonna sit outside in the sun tomorrow for a little bit. Alright, let's get the show going. Let me grab some messages now. Oh man, I'm not home. Shit. Jess, you can close it at 12. Oh god. Alright, we're back. Just up with the trust next time. Yo, I was gonna say something. Um, so I figured out something I've been saying, IJ. I be saying, I don't care how long my manifestation takes, as long as I get like, no, what is it? I don't be caring how long it takes, as long as I get my full manifestation. I don't really care how long it takes. And then I was like, girl, you cannot be saying that. Like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I can't believe. Right, Jess. And that's because I went through the little SP questions. I was like, let me just see what and then I couldn't really think of anything that was like standing out. And then it finally just hit me. I heard it in my head, like later on too, mind you. It wasn't even like at the time. All right, let's see. What does that want to say to IJ? What does that want to say to IJ? Hi, guys who's in here with us. That's probably why even last year some stuff took a little longer. Because I've always said that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about timing because, you know, as long as I get my manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
She is quiet today. Oh my god. As soon as I said that, the cars just flooded. Okay. Yo, that's funny. Hi back, guys. I'm back. Hi back, guys. I'm back. We're almost done. All right. Almost finished. I'm just making sure I didn't forget. I mean, I didn't miss anything. The messages were quiet, like when I was pulling the cards, but then the messages came in pretty fast. I mean, not like crazy fast, but they came in fast. Faster than the energy I got from the freaking cards. Pulling the cards. Alright, so I'm ready for you, IJ. So here we go. It's a little you'll see. You'll get it. Alright. You've been stealing more excuse me, you've been stealing more of my thoughts than I'm willing to admit out loud. Though I guess I just did. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. I keep catching myself wondering what it would be like to be in your space, close enough to see every expression, to hear every shift in your voice. There's something about you that feels dangerous in the most tempting way, like I should behave, but part of me doesn't really want to. You've got this mix of confidence and charm that makes it way too easy to imagine how much trouble we could get in if we wanted to. I'm not one to lay all my cards on the table, but I will say this. There's a part of me wants to find wants to find out exactly what you're like when there's nothing in the way. And something tells me you'd make it worth my while. So it was like it's funny because it's like spicy but not like it was like spicy and modest. Like she would it almost felt like you gotta like for I don't know like somebody who's not how can I say like someone who is like it takes them like a while to understand like they could think this is just a regular message, but if you read between the lines it is there's but she was talking about when she says I keep catching myself wondering what it would be like to be in your space close enough to see every expression, to hear every shift in your voice. Yeah, we already know what the fuck she's talking about. That's all I'm saying. But it was like spicy, but not like I want to be fucked. Like, oh my god, I'm funny. All right, let's see your messages, IJ. That was like I like that message because, like I said, it was like almost like yeah, read between the lines. You get what I'm saying? Wink, wink. All right, let's see. What do you messages? Yeah, spicy and cursive, right? Zoning out during the day, dreaming about you. Yeah, I liked it. I really like enjoyed that reading. I don't want to lose you. For some reason though, I had like a feeling, but when it came out like that, I was like, oh well, I guess it's not gonna be spicy. But then I was like, oh okay, it is spicy, but it's just not what I thought. I'm so proud of what you have achieved. How nasty do you want this? Calling to apologize for my behavior. Your heart is so pure. Oh wait, there's a card that flipped. Hold on. Where you at? Be my little freak. Oh my god, of course. Will you stay the night with me? Oh my God. Okay. Well, we know what's on her mind today. Yes, I'm watching from a fake social media account. She probably do have a burner. They'll just be watching and then she blocks it. I'm trying to numb my pain. Will you respond if I send a text? And you are the love of my life. I can't deny that. I know that's right. That's 2 days. That's well, yeah, practically 2 days in a row that we've gotten some really good messages from her. Not saying that the other ones are bad, because I feel like, to me, the channel messages kind of let you know where your person is at. Um, but yeah, that, like, sometimes her energy is like a little back and forth. And I had some cards out here. Like, I had the Devil, I had the Eight of Swords, I had like the Page of Cups in the reverse, or was it the Page of Wands? Page of Wands in the reverse. There was another card in the reverse, but yes, whatever message comes through. I think the cards are just like I just honestly, I feel like I just shuffle them just to do it. Um, so yeah, that was what I had for you, IJ. That was fun. All right, Jess, you can post your question. You're welcome. Oh my God, my feet have been hurting. I'm gonna have to like be mindful tomorrow. I don't know what I'm being mindful of when it comes to my feet hurting. But all right, let's see. Right. Feel old being like old coworkers now. Let's see, how are Jess's old coworkers feeling? She gonna get carried across the door. Right. Yo. I don't even know what you like. Why did I read the fucking question. I read it out loud and I still thought it said something else. How are Jess's coworkers feeling? Girl, they want to know. I had the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands. They're trying to like figure out like what happened. I feel like there's a lot of curious people. Like, they're like, yo, have you seen Jess? Like, have you seen her? Like, I feel like, especially like that guy, Stuart, he comes up a lot for you. Like, he's coming up a lot right now. I feel like someone wants to, yo, the Magician. I'm getting communication. Somebody wants to communicate. It could be that guy. Girl, the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Girl, there are some people that are sad, and I'm getting masculine energy. So, like, this could also include Jay. I feel, girl, you're showing up as the Empress. So, for me, this feels like, yeah, there's people that have romantic interest with you, and then like regular people. What I get a lot is like curious energy. Like they're like, what's happened here? Like even maybe people that you may have interacted a little more with others are like wondering, and even people that you may have not ever interacted with that much, they're like wondering where you're at, because you know, like when you just see your coworkers, like when you just see your coworkers, like even if you don't really interact with them, you'd be like, damn, where the fuck she at? Like that's what I'm getting. I was cool with a lot of boys too. Oh my god, girl, but that's what I'm getting. I like a lot of masculine. Like people are wondering, and I feel like there is some of the boys there that have romantic interest when it came to you, and they're like wondering like where you at. Like what I'm getting a lot is like wanting to communicate. So like let's just say like there was like guys that are cool with each other that you was cool with. They may be like talking to each other like, have you heard, like, have you seen her, like, you know, if they work other shifts, like have you seen her in that shift, have you, like, you know, did you know like maybe she was leaving? Like that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like trying to figure that out, like where is she, like I haven't seen her. Have you seen her? That's what a lot of conversing, a lot of like wanting to know, a lot of like, okay, where is she? You know, that's what I'm getting. Anything else? Show me. I want to see if I get anything else, because that's the main energy I'm getting. Like I'm getting like a lot of chit chatting. Girl, your man is missing you there. Missing you. Yo, he feels, I'm gonna tell you, he is not fucking feeling this at all. His energy showing up so heavy in here. Like, he's not happy whatsoever. Not happy whatsoever. So that's what I have for you, Jess. You may hear from somebody. If like anybody from there has your number, like you may hear from them. Cause Jay already know. Yeah, I had got the Two of Cups, like the Two of Cups in the reverse with the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and it just felt so sad. Like sad. Like not that he's not connected to you, but I feel like that's a major connection that you guys had. So it's like, you know how you, like, you got used to seeing him, he got used to seeing you, and he's like, it's broke, like the chain broke. But he knows that the connection is still there because the high priestess is there. So he's like still listening to his intuition. Like he may see like in front of him, he's like fuck, but like his intuition is like reassuring him that like you still got this, like you're good. Yeah, but I see a lot of people like communicating like, yo, have you seen her? People are so curious, just like not just like people, but I think that even um like the leaders, or like the leaders or managers. Yeah, like because they know they turn out there like the managers, but they don't know why. And girl, yes, just yo, like your managers and stuff, they're like, what the fuck? And you was there for a while, so they're like, people got used to seeing you. Like that's what I'm saying. Yo, why am I reading this stuff? That he went in to smell your new perfume. I was, girl. I thought, never mind. Yeah, they are just. Just that's funny. Holding a bicep sometimes. Yo, just funny. Aw, handball holding. 2 a.m. typing skills. That's funny. Alright, guys. Well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm most likely not going to be on Sunday. But have a good night, guys. Love y'all. Bye.